Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics program. On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly, presented by the Virginia Lottery.
He introduces Luke to various girls that are on the line.
Good move and a layup by JR. Singletary takes it in the lane, reverse layup.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Brielle White of the women's swimming and diving team. On today's show, we'll feature ACC tournament basketball and highlights of the men's lacrosse team's Saturday night showdown in Princeton. We'll also profile Luke Anderson, the ACC's most valuable swimmer. But first, here's the play of the week.
The Play of the Week is brought to you by SunTrust Mortgage. We make the American dream come true every day.
What it was, I cut down low crease to the left, and Ben Rubio beat his man, smoked him. It was pretty awesome. Threw me a pass, and I actually had to stick in my right hand and ended up having to do a wrap around the world. And so it was just it was more of an instinct goal. I didn't realize what happened until after, and it was just a special goal. And we just kind of, that's what's just, little things like that are what's setting the tone for Virginia lacrosse.
Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next on Cavalier Sports Weekly.
Welcome back to the show. Men's basketball closed its regular season at Florida State before heading to the MCI Center in Washington, D.C. for the 52nd ACC tournament. Now, let's take a look at the action from our nation's capital.
Virginia game highlights.
Jason Rich in the lane, drives, layup, good, just going right to the hole.
You can't dig a ditch, dig a hole 20 points against any team. And Florida State is a talented team, well-coached team.
It's consistently gone deep on the bench all year long.
Gary has got an open three, jumper good. He was open left side off the inbounds, his third three of the half.
Gary Forbes was great in the second half. First half, right, he struggled. Couldn't throw it in the ocean. So it's just it's a fine line between being in a groove, being confident, being comfortable, and being out of sync.
So to Richardson right. Richardson to the baseline to Rich. Jason Rich, a fake steal. Stripped by Bannister to Devin. Devin looking with a man on the wing. Oh, behind the back dribble layup good by Devin Smith. Oh, a little YMCA by Devin. Tunji got a piece of the basketball. Cavaliers back on a break. Here's Devin. Devin runs. Layup good from the right side. Devin puts it to the floor, and the Cavs have cut it to 6 with 3:50 to play. Third chance, Singletary got the rebound. Devin open, measures the three, bottom. Devin leaves the arm in the air to signal the bucket. Reynolds the screen. Reynolds going top of the key. JR's got to look for three. The jumper, bottom, he got it. JR, good looking three up top. The Cavs have tied it at 6. Down on that knee on the towel. Guillermo tried to dribble through and lost the dribble. Elton Brown got the steal, the lead. Bannister with the adjust, gave it up. Gary, the layup is good. Nice. Yeah, it's a great assist by TJ.
Diaz is a great player. TJ did real well on the night. We locked him up, basically.
Second chance opportunity by Virginia. Forbes the drive. Forbes inside. Got it off the window, and a nice looking play by Gary. Harris to Diaz. Diaz trying to take the drive against Singletary. Outside, Robert Height. The jumper good for 3. Robert Height got a great look, and Miami leads it by 4. Side, JR sends it low. Elton, layup good. Pounds to the block right. Good pass and feed by JR.
I was real scared the whole game because in the back of my mind, I said this could be my last game, But, JR was like, hey, this ain't gonna be your last game. And he showed it, and his actions spoke louder than his words.
Virginia needs a hoop. Bannister outside, J.R. Reynolds. Reynolds got a look, and that one is good for 3. J.R. knocking down another one, 21 points for Reynolds.
I knew my teammates were struggling with that, so, the first couple of shots, kind of went in for me, so I knew then, I had my confidence back.
Absolutely on fire, 21 points. Bannister try to go low to Tunji, and Guillemot cut it off. Ball loose. Bannister he dived for the ball on the floor, but Diaz just finishes with a slam at the other end. Right side, Forbes. Forbes goes to the lane, off the window, count the basket and one. What a move by Gary. Right side, Singletary. Singletary with 15 to shoot, in the lane, shovels to Elton. Elton off the window, good, and he'll get one. He got fouled on the way up as Elton goes right to the glass. Harris against Devin Smith. Looking to go inside low. They get King. King, the jumper against Elton. Shot no good, and Elton taps the rebound to Kane. The lead, J.R. Reynolds. Reynolds heading to the hole, and a good move and a layup by J.R. going right to the rack.
But, you know, this was a game right here was just a gut check. It was just all guts. You know, JR, he really put us on his back tonight. You know, he gave us 32 big points. Jason Kane came off the bench, helped rebound on the boards. He did a wonderful job.
JR giving it up to Sean Singletary, who's in the game with 4 fouls. Singletary, the crossover. Sean, the pull-up jumper. Sean in the lane, bingo.
Nice job by Sean and a pull-up jumper.
Back outside, Sean. Sean to Devin in the corner. Reynolds drives. Reynolds inside. The layup good again by JR. Holy cow! Unbelievable!
I knew I had to mix it up because, you know, they was playing me for my three-point shot, so I knew I had to drive the ball to the hole to try to get a foul.
Cavs down 2 possession. Singletary explodes to the offensive end. Jump shot right side for 3. Good!
You love to see Devin. He finally knocked one down.
Knocks it down, and the Cavs lead 62-61.
I know my shot hadn't been falling, and, you know, Coach Gillen and the rest of the coaches and my teammates told me just keep shooting and just keep having confidence. I mean, I always have confidence in my shot, and I'm not ready for this season to be over with. So, I mean, I just stepped up, and I had the confidence, to make the shot.
With 17 with 16 seconds, Harris with 15.
Got to get a stop, and you can't give up a follow shot.
With 12, Harris at the wing left with 10, Diaz with 8. With 7, Diaz with 6, with 5, Diaz to Harris. Harris the jumper, and it's off the rim, no good. The tip, no good. Cavs go after the ball. The Cavs are going to win. The Cavs are going to win, and they will see another day.
The best team always wins. Tonight we play like a team. That's why we won.
You know, we had confidence before this game even started. You know, our teammates were believing in each other. You know, played great tonight against a great Miami team.
Singletary. 1-on-1. Going inside. Kicking it outside. J.R. Reynolds the 3. The look. Bottom. He got it. J.R. Reynolds delivers the 3-ball right side on a pass, and the Cavs have the lead at 7-5. It'll be Singletary in transition. Singletary going to the right side, puts it up off the window, good, and one. Ewing got him on the arm, and Singletary will look at a 3-point play. Going to McClure. McClure trying to get the shot, kicks it outside. Melchione the 3 again, knocked it down.
We didn't play smart. We left Melchione, who's a heck of a shooter, alone. So that's all for him.
Defensively by the Devils, Singletary at the wing left. Singletary wants the 3, left wing, bullseye.
He is, I just love that kid.
Singletary against Ewing. Ewing getting a hand on the dribble. Singletary inside, steps. Elton Brown outside, all alone for the 3. Elton Brown,
number 1 of the year.
Are you kidding me? TJ Bannister in the front court. Bannister off the dribble, going inside. Dishes Kane. Kane to drive and a stop. He got to the rim, and a great pass by TJ. The assist, 30-28, 17-52. Right side, Singletary takes it in the lane. Reverse layup, pretty play by the little guy. Got it off the window. Adrian going low. Elton Brown trying to get in position for the jumper. Elton inside, layup good. He got by Sheldon Williams, and a good play by Elton Brown. Going to Reddick. Reddick fakes the 3. Falls down, loose ball. Bannister picks it up. 2-on-2. TJ waiting for a trailer. Devin Smith, the jump shot for 3. Book it.
You know, we tried, and everybody left everything out there, so we can't be disappointed.
The women's basketball team will be learning its NCAA seed later today. Last Sunday, Debbie Ryan's squad suffered a heartbreaking loss to number 4 North Carolina in the ACC tournament. But the Cavaliers are still excited to be returning to the big dance.
You've got to enter that locker room with a sense of optimism. I mean, it was painfully disappointing because of the way the game ended and the way that we weren't able to hang on to the lead. But at the same time, there were so many great things that happened in that game, and the team played so well. And if we can play like that, we can beat anybody, including North Carolina. So I really feel strongly that this team is going to be primed and ready to go. We took a very positive spin. We took some time off after the ACC tournament because you need some time to recharge your batteries and so you can make a deep run into the tournament. I'm really proud of the senior class because they sort of made it their mission to get this program back into the NCAA tournament, and they never wanted to be the team that didn't see the team in the NCAA tournament, and so when they had to face that, they faced it with a lot of courage, and they stepped up and they were able to, you know, get some younger players to step up sooner and to actually learn and to develop and to mature. And they led us into the NCAA tournament again, and I'm very, very proud of what they've been able to accomplish.
Coming up next.
He introduces Luke to various girls that are on the lawn.
Pick a day in the life of swimmer Luke Anderson, and it would entail two things: a vigorous workout at the Aquatic and Fitness Center, followed by a visit to see his family who lives on the lawn. Luke Anderson, the MVP of the ACC Championships, is our Student Athlete of the Week.
The Student Athlete of the Week is presented by the Virginia Lottery. This past year alone, the Virginia Lottery contributed a record $408 million to public schools throughout the Commonwealth.
I was born and raised in Chapel Hill, swam there for the first 15 years of my life. And then Carl, my stepdad, got offered a job here. And so we came up, took a look, looked at some swim programs here, realized it would be a good fit.
You know, we had the opportunity to see him practice and see him train while he was here locally in the summers.
Started looking at colleges, and UVA was last on my list from the start, having been in Charlottesville for 3 years and spending my summers in Charlottesville.
You know, I don't remember being at the bottom of the list, but that's not something a recruit would tell a coach either.
So I'd already known most of the team just from training with them in the summers, and they talked me into it. I actually got a letter from, I remember, Austin Ramirez and Ryan McGarry. They graduated in probably '99. They sent me a note, just scribbled out on a piece of paper. It said, "Luke, UVA rules, think about it." And then I opened that up. I got that in the mail at high school, and that sort of set it in stone for me.
He remains one of the hardest working sprinters, I think, probably anywhere. He does more yardage, more volume than the average sprinter will do. He likes to see himself as someone who's outworked the next guy.
My first year of college, I started swimming the 50 and the 100, and we went from a 20.6 50 freestyle to a 19.9 in my first year of college, which is a pretty significant drop. Just sort of since then, it's exploded, and you know, doing everything I want to be doing. I don't have the normal college experience, I'd say. I don't live with my parents, but at the same time, I'm there, you know, 6 hours a day. I eat there.
Let's see, well, we've been here for 4 years. This is our 4th year, and we moved in when Luke was his 2nd year, going into his 2nd year.
It's been really a blessing just because I get to be an older brother still in college, which most people don't get to do. That's one thing I didn't want to miss, is watching my little brother and sister grow up and being a part of that, which is, family's always been really important to us.
His younger brother, Kevin, and his sister, Cammie, are here in Charlottesville. Through the 5 years Luke's been here, he's literally come to me at times and said, "Can I start practice 40 minutes early because I've got to go babysit at 5:30. He's a role model to his younger brother. He's a role model to his sister. He has a tremendous amount of fun with them. You know, he's gone trick-or-treating on the lawn with his younger siblings.
He introduces Luke to various girls that are on the lawn.
Come home from swim practice basically straight to my parents' house, and we get to have those family dinners, which is rare. But my parents and siblings are more friends also. They're not, you know, my parents they can't be overbearing on a college student. It just wouldn't work out. So they tend to be more friends, which is great. You know, I can talk to my stepdad about things I talk to my friends about.
We try not to intrude in his life.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work the other way around.
Yeah. He more. I think we passed out about 4 different keys to friends and roommates.
Friends and roommates.
Yeah.
Just, it's great being able to be friends with your family as well as your other friends in college. I left last May, coming up on 2 years now, I guess. I left Charlottesville and drove out to California. It took 3 weeks to drive out there. Got out there and I was training with 6 former Olympians, the top 6 freestylers in the country, basically, which is exactly where I needed to be, to be the best. They say you have to train with the best, and that's why I went out there to do that. And then February came around and ended up hurting my back, which people have heard a lot about, I guess.
At one moment you're on top of your game, you're a potential contender for the Olympic team, and then suddenly you're wondering if you're ever going to swim again, whether you're ever going to compete again. What extent will this injury affect your life from this point forward? Just your daily abilities to walk, to function, to work out, to run, to do the little things that you take for granted.
And since then it's sort of taking the time off. I took 4 months off, taking that time off, and getting back on that road to recovery just sort of filled me with this need to better myself in swimming and prove to people that I still had something to show in this sport.
He's never been as fast as he's been in the 50 free, the 100 free, or the 200 free, and I truly believe if he keeps the mental focus, if he keeps that edge, and he needs to keep that sharp edge, that this will be his best NCAA meet ever.
Last weekend, Matt Posquet scored 4 goals to lead the Virginia men's lacrosse team to a thrilling victory over Syracuse at the Carrier Dome. The junior midfielder is the focus of this week's Who's Heating Up.
Who's Heating Up is brought to you by Propane, exceptional energy.
I work really hard, off the ball and just try to get open when, other guys are making moves to their goal and, opportunities may come and find some lanes and those guys are finding me off the ball and, I'm just doing my job and putting the ball in the back of the net, helping them out as well.
I think one of the things that's really helping them is that as a team we're moving the ball much better than we did a year ago. And for an off-ball player like Matt, that's going to create a lot more opportunities. And I think he's doing it better. Just sort of the natural maturation going from freshman to sophomore to junior. He's become a little bit more consistent in his finishing. He's always been a guy that could find the open spot and get his stick open. And now the ball's finding him more and he's finding the back of the net pretty consistently.
Obviously a year more mature, but last year I got off to a really slow start. I was getting shots, but they just weren't hitting the back of the net. And this year's pretty similar. Like I said, a year more mature, more confident, which definitely helps. And now the balls are just hitting the back of the net, which makes you even feel more confident when you're shooting the ball.
In practice, he gets goals like that every single day. His stick inside is, it's pretty special when the ball's popping up by goalies, and he gets goals like that all the time.
When the ball starts moving around, there's a couple guys that can finish that open shot, and that's one of Matt's larger roles on this team, and we're certainly counting on him to continue to do so.
Find out why more people are choosing clean, safe, reliable propane. Visit usepropane.com. Propane, exceptional energy. VirginiaSportsTV.com is your source for free on-demand video coverage of Virginia athletics. From game highlights to exclusive all-access clips of Cavalier teams, VirginiaSportsTV.com brings the action to you 24 hours a day. Simply visit VirginiaSports.com and look for the links to VirginiaSportsTV.com.
Welcome back to the show. Last night, the third-ranked Virginia men's lacrosse team looked to remain perfect against number 8 Princeton. Let's take a look at the game story from under the lights at Klockner Stadium.
The Olympic Sports Spotlight is presented by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
Princeton is a good team, but our defense is playing strong. They're all working together and playing as one. We keep playing that way, we're going to be tough to beat. But, once we started getting the ball on offense, we started moving it, we started putting some shots on goal, we started getting some actual goals.
Came out with a slow start. We were getting some shots, but just nothing was falling. But then once second quarter came around, we put those 4 goals away, which was good momentum to go into the second half.
Jack played great, kept winning face-offs, and it's tough for a team to come back from any goal deficit, especially when they're down 2 or 3, when your guy keeps winning face-offs. That's what he did. We started possessing the ball. We got a couple good, garbage goals in the middle, or alert goals, like we did against Syracuse, and that, takes a win out of any team's sails.
We stepped on the field knowing that this game was needed and we wanted it. So we had a little chip and we took them out, which was pretty special.
In other Cavalier sports action this week,
watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. Next week, we'll follow the women's basketball team in the NCAA tournament. We'll also feature highlights from baseball and lacrosse. Until then, go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics program.